Some would say the jury is out on Weghorst and Anthony Martial, and I would say you're absolutely mental if you think the jury is out. The jury is sat, the jury has delivered, the jury has done a recess, the jury has come back and is unanimous in its agreement that Manchester United need a striker. Look, that area of the pitch, to say it's looking scarce would be stretching the truth so far, I don't think you could do it. Look, if Manchester United want to be more than the Carabao Cup champions of the world, you need to go and get a striker, right? And if you think that we're going to be able to even compete with the position that we're currently in next season, you need to go and get a striker. Because Chelsea will not be this shit. All right, Spurs might be this shit. Liverpool had like whole periods of the season off and like 4 points off us. Or 2 points off us, whatever it is. Game in hand and all that lot. Either way, it will be tight at the top next season. You better believe it. And the race for top four next season will be beefy. If you want to be successful, you got to be able to score the goals. That is the bottom dollar basic requirement. And United don't score anywhere near enough of them. Now, some departures will be set in stone. One or two of these could stick around. For whatever reason, they could. Personally, I don't think they either would be kept around or should be kept around. I think United just got to go cut our losses with Anthony Martial. It's not worked. We tried. And Weghorst, you're a lovely lad, but it's not you, it's us. So we got to go and find someone. And that's why I think we need probably not just somebody like a Kane, who I'm believing it probably is likely to be, especially with the way Spurs have shit the bed. But I think you're going to need a young, up-and-coming forward, not a marquee signing, someone that maybe people haven't quite heard of, someone a little bit rogue, someone you take a punt on, put it that way. Now, there's one young starlet that's been heavily linked with Barcelona, and that is Vitor Roque. And I like him. He is considered one of the most talented players of his generation, not only in Brazil, but in South America. And as I keep telling you, South America is absolutely flooded with talent that would light up European leagues if people just had the bollocks to go out there and look for them. Look at the levels of some of the youngsters that we've been speaking about recently have taken it to. Look at what the lads at Real Madrid are doing. You know, look all around and see. South American footballers are smashing it at the moment, and there are some absolute gems and bargains to be had if you've got a bit of bollocks about you. Go get them. Anyway, let's talk about him. So, Vitor Roque, Atletico Paranaense. What's his style of play like? He is tremendously physical for his age. 18 years of age. The speed is there. It's the willingness to drive at defenders that make him absolutely dangerous on the wing. However, he isn't the most skillful with it. Certainly, like when he was in the same line Fred was on when they were handing out certain characteristics of Brazilians. But his ball control and dribbling aren't smooth as other wingers. And I think on one hand, he has got serious strength, very intelligent movement. He can be dangerous on the wing, and that's where we've seen a lot of him. But his best position is definitely up front, finding space, finishing chances, being a focal point because of the strength that he's got, and in some cases drop deep and get involved in a link-up play. He can play wide, he can play off the striker, but this is a number 9 that we're talking about here. And in most cases, in 9 in a 4-2-3-1, which suits us. This particular one likes to stay in the 9 and drift over to the right flank a little bit as well. He has got sensational off-the-ball movement, and it shows in all sorts of different ways. You see it when he's dropping deep and he's coming and linking play. You see moves in the final third when he's getting ahead of the ball. You see it when he drops in to carry it into space. You see it when he's sprinting in transition. He is a pure thoroughbred counter-attacking threat. And he's got a serious, impressive tactical awareness for an 18-year-old. Not only can he find that bit of a yard inside the box, which is quite elusive for finishers to kind of get hold of, but he can also play a significant role while you're in possession. He's constantly moving, constantly searching for space, and whether or not he's involved in possession or if he's disorganizing the defense and creating space for others, he's getting in amongst it and moving. Now, he's not massive. He is 5'8". He is lower body strong, and he contributes to the hold-up play by holding off defenders with just core strength and low center of gravity for days. But he's fast, he is agile, and he can burst. Bigger picture, Roque's attracting attention from all over Europe, all the big clubs, and he's had a real breakthrough this year in Brazil. He scored 7, laid on 3 assists for Paranese this term, and it's easy to see why he's in such demand. He's got that potent blend of power, of pace. He is very, very physical, which is an impressive trait for someone this age. You see a lot of young strikers especially come onto the scene as little pencil-neck children that you go, he's going to have to adapt to a man's game here, and that's not the case with Roque. And I think he's one that could do bits. Now, he's got links to Cruzeiro, and those have drawn unhelpful comparisons with R9, but there is a bullish quality that does remind you a little bit of original Ronaldo. Certainly not the same level of sparkle, but there's that sort of like stocky, pacey, direct, bit of an animal about it. And Ronaldo himself has endorsed Roque, saying that he is going to fly so high. So there you go. If R9 himself is saying, watch out for this boy, then that alone is enough to get me excited. So go check him out. Let me know what you think. And do you think he could be one that flies under the radar for United a little bit, that you get in, work on him a little bit, and see what he's made of? Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.